It's the National Football League on EA Sports,
where we'll see which conference reigns supreme today.
It's the Bears and the Texans under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, week 2 of the season. Greg, as you get the season going, want to get that first game under your belt. Now, it almost feels like all the build-up is past. Now we're looking ahead to this long marathon of a regular season.
Absolutely, and this is really where you fall into the pace of the NFL season. All off-season, no matter how hard you try to say, all right, week 1 is just 1 of 17. That's not the case. It is different, Mike. You have all training camp, all summer, all spring to prepare for one opponent. Well, now that game is over and done with, and you get back to work on Monday, and you're going to play again in 6 days. The team that is able to turn the page to the next game week after week, those are the teams that handle the grind, the marathon, as you called it, of the NFL season, and here we are in week 2.
About ready to get this one started. Jaime Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bears come out with their quarterback, Caleb Williams. All of Chicago hoping this is the man who can finally answer that long search for a franchise quarterback for the Bears. He won the Heisman. He's the #1 overall pick in this past year's draft.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he played fairly well for the most part. Now, are there some things to clean up? Absolutely. Some of his footwork, both inside and outside the pocket, still has a long way to go. The occasional errant throw or just thinking, hey, I've got a big arm, I'm going to fit this ball in the window. Some of that stuff needs to get cleaned up, but overall, not bad. But what matters the most in wins and losses, and he just wasn't the difference maker his team needed when they needed him the most.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Swift gets it from the pistol. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It'll bring up 4th down.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss. Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Texans come out with the Rookie of the Year from last year in the NFL. C.J. Stroud, he was the #2 overall pick out of Ohio State. Greg, a talented quarterback here.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. If he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, here's Stroud. Back to that big-ticket acquisition, Stephon Diggs. A 19-yard pickup there. 1st down for Houston.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
Here's Mixon. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Montez Sweat there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get this close to a 1st down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the 1st down. 3rd and a yard. On play action, Stroud. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. A gain there of 16 yards. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
2nd and 7. He'll go right back to Mixon. He'll work forward, a short gain to the 25. Jack Sanborn on the stop. Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it's going to lead to 4th down.
There's a saying on defense, Mike, tips and overthrows, you've got to get those. Those got to turn into interceptions. So if you're the offense here, after you saw that ball batted in the air, man, I can promise you it felt like a lifetime waiting to see if it just falls harmlessly to the ground. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll go play action here with Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he's going to have a Bears 1st down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they give it right back to Swift. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. A play fake. Now Williams. He'll swing this out to Swift.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
On 3rd and a yard, it's Williams. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the bootleg, it's Williams. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. The Bears are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guy.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chicago. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Texans offense ready to take over for their second possession. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I could promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
He's got his man. It's Diggs. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
1st down pickup by Mixon, and he's one of the Texans' many additions this offseason. It's pretty incredible to think, Mike, in only his 2nd year as the head coach, the roster that D'Amico Ryans continues to assemble. Not only is Mixon still a productive back in his own right, but he should take a lot of pressure off C.J. Stroud.
This one complete to Jordan. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and play really before it got started.
They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. First and goal coming up.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he will power his way into the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now, Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans are on top. It's now 10-7. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. A lot of terrific quarterbacks from Southern California, and here's another one. The rookie gets his team a first down. Off play action. Here's Williams. That complete to Swift.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath we've seen a few times, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. It's the Texans who have the early lead. More from Houston coming up in a moment. Here's Torrey Taylor now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
All right.
On the handoff, it's Mixon. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Mixon. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So 4th down, and it's the former Chief, Tommy Townsend, to punt for Houston. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
And for the 2nd straight offseason, it's kind of hard to believe Mike Swift kind of finds himself in a new place every year. This time it's with Chicago. Just a year ago, over 1,000 yards rushing, and he's going to be looking to build off that last year's success.
And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a designed run.
They went to the designed quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. That's complete. Some more on the right side. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Swift, and it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Here's Williams now to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Everett. They get 12 yards on that pass. 1st down, Chicago.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, But I can promise you, the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They face 2nd down and 7. This is an RPO, and quickly they'll hit Allen. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker.
To the goal line and in. Gerald Everett. Touchdown, Bears. On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it, and the Bears are on top. It's 14-10.
Bears 14, Texans 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Texans offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's the Florida Gator, Dameon Pierce. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The #1 thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. With that, let's get a look at the Bears draft class for 2024. Obviously, highlighted by those 2 top 10 picks, both from what was the Pac-12. Caleb Williams at #1. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's their punter now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. Texans offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
on the ground to begin the drive with Pierce. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
On second down, Stroud. That's caught. It's Dameon Pierce. And he's going to be close to that first down marker, maybe about a yard short.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll try it now with Pierce. And he's going to have a Texans first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 on 4th and inches. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right.
They'll stay on the ground with Pierce. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Kyler Gordon there to make the tackle. 2nd down and 8.
All right.
They'll go play action with Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He's going to pick up the first down and more. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Another catch from there. Numbers starting to stack up in this one. Closing in on 100 yards, and we're still in the first half. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud gives it to Pierce. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum.
And he will score. Take down. Touchdown, Houston.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Fairbairn, good on the point after. And the Texans move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 2. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Daniil Hunter, pass rusher extraordinaire, in action again.
Hunter wasn't going to be denied on that one, Mike. And here's a guy that even though he's found a new home here in Houston, and what can we say about this defense that D'Amico Ryans continues to put together, but he continues to produce at the same level we've come to expect from him. 16.5 sacks a year ago, and he adds another one right here.
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That'll be taken in by Moore. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's the punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. This is taken at his own 30. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The home team's offense and receiver Tank Dell ready to go once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pierce. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
On the quick, right?
2 minutes to play in the 1st half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
All right.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That'll be taken in by Pierce. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. To throw is Stroud. Now here comes the screen to Pierce. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the 2nd half.
A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. It's 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category, but The biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Third and 5. Stroud to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. His second grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Stroud to throw here on first down. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
All right.
Now, Stroud. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Fourth down and goal.
Tammy Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football, as we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports halftime report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Amon-Ra St. Brown leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Green Bay to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Josh Jacobs, a touchdown run in the victory. And finally on Monday Night Football, it's the Falcons and Eagles from Philly at 8:15 Eastern Time. It was Joe Mixon who had it working in the first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Okay, Coach. See which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Pierce. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
A second down throw for Stroud. That's caught downfield by Diggs.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Dell motioning over. On 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
On the quick, right?
Once again, it's Pierce. He'll manage only a couple. Jack Sanborn on the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Stroud going to set up to throw. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at their line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Texans.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Here's Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. It's a win here for the Texans. That was a game that was in doubt until the very end. They were able to hold on, come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say, so long from Houston.